I'm going to increase the infill. Well, I can't use your 3MF file because it looks weird. Okay, so can't believe that's going to take an hour. I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna share with you. Let's do. I'm looking for a bag clip, a good one. You would think the one I found on printables would also be on Baker World, but like somebody would have done a version for the bamboo printer instead of Prusa. I mean, I'll see how my settings work for this one. But just not finding it. And I don't think, I mean, I might could try to bring this into Fusion. What I want is I want the handle right here to be thicker. And I was thinking somebody had done a mix of this on here, but I am not finding it. That one's not bad. That one looks like it's got a part though. I wanted something that was print in place. Okay, that I love. Look at that. That's cool. I maybe should have waited to find some more bag clips I wanted to try before I printed that one, because that one's going to be an hour before it finishes. Maybe. Yeah, that's not even, it's going to be a little over like an hour and a half just to print the one clip to see if I like it. I changed up the settings a bit because the first time I printed it, it did not print well. It broke apart when I was trying to close it. Maybe they pulled it from Maker World. $16mm layer, 4 walls, 15% infill. Oh, that's to put a magnet in if you wanted to stick it on the fridge. This looks like the same thing, but maybe someone remixed it. PET profile, A1 mini, standard profile. Let's see here. It says this print in place locking bag clip has been designed so that it can be printed without supports. Has a fun curvy shape, uses an outward angled handle for easier one-handed use, and has a nice size at just under 6 centimeters when closed. Yeah, I kind of like that one. Ah, the remix is based on that one. Nice. That goes to printables. Standard profile. Slightly. Its profile. Sorry. Ugh. Oh, its profile slightly increases the amount of space around the joints instead of the default version of 0.2. That was like just a plate full. Standard profile. I think this is the one I'm probably going to try. Let's download the 3MF. All right, let's go over to Bamboo. I won't be able to try this tonight, but I'm going to go ahead and get it ready. I mean, I like it. I think it looks good. Okay, so we'll try this. I like it. And you're not supposed to need supports. So let's see how long it takes to print. 56 minutes. It's not bad. I'm curious though. Let's fill the plate. See how long that print takes. "14 hours. So yeah, we'll just have to give that a try whenever these prints are done. For now, let's hit up Lychee and start looking at the library and see about our next resin print that we're going to do. Let's do Lychee. So I had marked quite a few favorites. Top downloads. Most recent, the big Yoshi. I'm really thinking about the Goku or maybe Invincible. I don't think I have all the paints I would need. I really want to do Barbarella too. I don't think I'm quite ready for the skin tones yet. Of course, you know, I have to do his skin tone, but yep, let's do it. Doing Goku. So it looks like I can print him. The base is gonna have to be a separate print. Okay. All right, I need to check the resin vat. So let me get some gloves on. Some light. Need to stir the vat and maybe add some more resin. before we get started. Okay, evacuate the chamber. All right, let's see what we got going on. I don't need resin. I've got plenty of resin. Resin is fine. He's stirring though. Got some resin stirrers. If I can remember where I put them. A resin stirrer. Stirrer. I know you guys can't see this right now. I'm inside the tent. But I'm just kind of stirring the resin around. It separates a little bit. And this can cause a failed print. So I was told by some forums on some subreddits that you definitely got to stir it. Apparently, it's important enough that Ella Goo added it as a feature in a firmware update. Well, not a firmware update, I'm sorry. The new, so I have the Saturn IV Ultra, and they apparently added it as a feature in the new Saturn Ultra. This, like, mine's 14K and it's like 16K resolution. On that one, the plate will drop down and go in and out of the vat several times, and that will stir it, so you don't got to. I hope that they do a firmware update for this one and add that feature. I think that would be awesome. All right, so let's go to export. So one of the great things about using, and let me swap back over to my desktop view here. So one of the great things about Lychee and this library, not all models, right? I've printed a few that weren't supported, or I had to do some work on, but a lot of the models are already done. The work's done. They're oriented properly, they're supported properly, they're hollowed, they got holes, the whole 9 yards. Okay. So all I should have to do is just go send and print. And then what I'll do is, after this is done, which will be sometime tomorrow, I'll be taking it off the build plate tomorrow night, is move all that stuff off the plate, move the base on to the plate, and send it. So let's get our light on. Take that all the way down. We're going to get it zipped up so that we don't have God, the one thing I didn't like about this tent is how badly the zipper is constantly getting stuck. So much so that I had to cut some of the fabric off so that I could get the zipper unstuck last time it happened. I was like, really? Really? I mean, yeah, I didn't buy a high dollar one. I got it off Amazon. It was pretty cheap-ish. But our bag clip seems to be doing quite well. So that's good. So it's looking like the print's going to be about 9.5 hours. So my last print was the sexy skeletons. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Every time I looked at them, I laughed. Just couldn't help myself. So this one will be fun. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. So I think this will be fun. And it's primary colors, right? So it'd be easy for me to mix the paints that I need. And then I'm going to eventually have to buy some more paint colors. What I really need, and I haven't figured out how to do it yet. So painting is new for me, right? And it's not like I've been in art forever. And one of the things that is hard for me, and I don't know if I'll eventually get used to it, is knowing how to mix colors, right? So what I did is I bought some golden high flow, and I wanted high flow because I wanted to be able to put it in my airbrush without any thinning, straight to the airbrush. It works great that way. And I thought to myself, well, can I paint with it? And I can. I've done some pretty good painting with it. You have to do more layers and things, and you have to be more careful on your brush stroke and all that kind of stuff. But it makes it to where I don't have to have multiple kinds of paint. I don't have to thin it. It just works. But I mean, I know my basics, yellow and blue make green and that kind of stuff. But when I look at the statue that I want to paint, I get a mental block and I have a hard time figuring out exactly what I need to mix to get the color I want. So I had found a YouTube video. I forget the guy's name, but he had, I think it was Liquitex inks that he had. But he had a chart of basically how you get all these different colors, like 5 drops of this, 2 drops of this, and all that kind of stuff. And he had a big chart. I need to do the same thing, but with golden high flow paint. That way, all I have to do is buy my primary colors, and then I can mix whatever I need. But I am a scientist by nature, computer IT guy, right? So for me, I don't really want to experiment. I want to know exactly how many drops of each color to add. So I'm going to work on that. I might search around the web to see if anybody else has done something similar. All right, it's uploading through slicing. That is done. Well, we might do some searches for the golden high flow stuff next. I'll show you kind of what I've bought, what I have, and then we might do some searches. So I've tried asking, oh, sorry. Ugh. I've tried asking AI. I have through work, I have a subscription to ChatGPT. And I was asking ChatGPT if it could help me with the mixing and stuff. And it doesn't work. Several of the colors, like last time I asked it to try to give me print error. Oh, it come unplugged. All right, so this is another thing I hate about this printer. The power supply, the power cord is very loose when it plugs in, and it sucks. So now it's going through its whole spiel. Now the sucky part is I got to slice it. I bet you it has to slice again. How much you want to bet it's got to slice again? All the self-checks should pass. I'm not worried about that. Okay, we're ready. All right, so do it again. Send and print. Okay. And there it goes again. It should have the file sliced, and it should say, oh, I've already sliced you. I'll send that file. But no, gotta slice it all over again. All right, well, I'm not gonna make you guys watch that. Let's do... All right, so let me show you the paint that I bought. Okay, so... that one right there. So these are the colors that I have. Right? So it's a good set. I love the paint. So let's see, this is the Golden High Flow mixing chart. There's a mixing guide. I don't think that's going to be a mixing chart. I think that's going to be just the colors that are available. Yeah, that's just the colors that are available. That is not helpful. And see, that's Golden Artist colors. Yeah, but see, I don't, no, not them, not it, not it. All right, here we go. Throughout history, painters and others recommend various palettes of color. Okay. For this palette, the three mixing primaries are the, whatever that word is, yellow medium, magenta, and blue green shade. hue, chroma, and value. Hue is another word for color. Chroma is referred to saturation or intensity. Value refers to how dark or light. Mixing from opposite sides of the color wheel will yield black or gray. Okay, we see that green and red light are almost directly opposite one another. So they're talking about five is Palto green, and 2 is, yeah, so they're almost opposite each other. The mixing of these two will yield a simple black. For this reason, the mixing set does not include black. Mine did. Mine included black. All right, my thing's printing. So hopefully that will be successful. We filled the color wheel with our color names to develop an understanding of mixing possibilities. Mixing from opposite sides, yeah, will yield black or gray. Adding a color's complement reduces the chroma of the mixture. For example, mixing a small amount of green into red reduces its intensity. However, it also changes the value of the color. So they kind of talk about it, but they're not the chart I wanted, right? I wanted how big is just the image? Well, it's not very big. It's kind of small. But I guess it would be in between, right? So if I mixed yellow medium with the red, I should get orange, right? And if it's equal, like 1 drop to 1 drop, I should hit right back stab in the middle. And then I've got magenta, right? And if I wanted to get more toward the purple, I would have to mix more blue than that. Yeah, I think I could use this. I think this might work. I wish it was bigger. Can I make it bigger without it getting fuzzy? Save image to downloads. Yeah, it's fuzzy. I wonder if there's a way to sharpen an image or enlarge it without making it fuzzy. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. It's been a very long day. I had a lot of meetings and this big giant project that I'm working on for security cameras has fallen through, and I have to redesign the whole thing, and it's just it's been a day. Okay. Image enlarger. All right, so if I upload a little wheel, I would like it a PhD. I would like it 4 times as large. Let's say that. Well, let's see what it does. I personally think it is still fuzzy. I don't think that did very well. Let's just do something else. See, that's what I thought. Something AI has to be. You know what? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Let's look up. I think 4x should be fine. Hey, that actually did pretty good. I like it. Download. Allow. All right, so let's take a look at this one. Oh, yeah, much better. Yay. Okay. So this is something I'm going to have to keep forever and always. You can see Goku's pants probably going to be in there. So if this is 1-to-1, that's probably going to be 2-to-1. Yeah, I'm going to have to mess with the ratios, especially when it comes to a drop. Because I'm also trying not to waste ink, right? How's the bamboo print going? 47 minutes left. All right, so one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to print this. But I'm also going to save this image and put it on my Google Drive. I'm sorry, my Dropbox. We're going to name this Golden and of course I need Google Drive running. I'm sorry, not Google Drive. God, I'm so used to using Google Drive. But yeah, I think this will actually help. Now, apparently they have other high flow colors. Let's take a look at that. I would like to try their So Flat line too. Okay, and we are looking for thought they had a so yeah, it says that orange. Maybe that's not truly crimson, CRIMSON. They have a kind of crimson, but that's not. So I guess the is what you mix to get. It's like 9 is a ultramarine blue. So they have ultramarine blue and where they would sit on the scale. So I could buy a couple more colors and really have the full range of the scale, because so if I needed to go like right here with orange, it would be easier to mix a drop of that and a drop of this than it would be to try to get the yellow to move in that direction. Yeah, let me share this bigger wheel with you. See, that's much bigger, much better to look at. So yeah, I think with this chart, I think I can do much better on my mixing. Instead of coming up with something convoluted like what the AI was doing, I can just try to get in between the numbers. The fun part will be trying to pick where that lands on some of the colors like Cuckoo's hair and stuff like that. But all right, guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. I am exhausted, but I've got everything done I wanted to get done. I've got my new bag clip printing on the FDM printer. I've got the resin printer humming on our Goku statue that we'll be painting. Well, not will. I'll be painting, but hopefully you'll be watching and following along. All right, so this is Jonathan from the 01 Creations channel. I appreciate you guys stopping by. As always, if you have any ideas, things you would like me to paint, please let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget 01creations.com. There's an About Us page where you can see all my social media and where I post stuff. There's also a link to our Discord channel. And then if you have a commission you would like for me to do, there is a custom order form on that website as well. All right, see you guys next time.